Record on screen one today. Hi, hello. I'm Patrick Kelly. I'm a distinguished architect. Full disclosure, I do work at Zoom. I have for a couple of years now. So in COVID years, I've worked for Zoom for like 18 years. That was a joke. Laugh. It's all right. Calm down. Hey, what are you doing this summer, by the way? Are you busy? I was just talking to the wife, like every weekend is full of something, whether it's camps or concerts or traveling or the beach or work. It's pool parties too. Kid Rock concert, Chicago, the city, not the band, although I have seen the band in concert. They were amazing. What else? Where else am I going? The beach, going to the beach, getting an Airbnb. I already went to Bike Week in Myrtle Beach a couple weeks ago. We have a pool party. Like, it's packed. It's a packed. Boy Scout camps, traveling. Anyway, that's what summers are for. But until then, let's talk about something work-related. If you can't figure out, I'm talking about screen recording. And you're like, why is that exciting, Patrick? Well, it can be. It can be exciting. You can make anything exciting. I never do live demos. Just never. Why? Because they inherently break. They inherently don't go right. Murphy's Law always happens. The screen doesn't work. The desktop doesn't work. The keyboard doesn't work. The mouse doesn't work. The Wi-Fi goes. The button you've clicked 5 times practicing the demo doesn't work. As soon as you turn on, hey, I'm doing a live demo, everyone turns to look at you and you're like, okay, here we go. It was like when I used to have an old shovel head. This one right here. By the way, this one right here. Old 1974 shovel head. It was a one-kick bike. If those of you who aren't bike fanatics, if you can kickstart a bike on one kick, it's like the holy grail of choppers. And that was a one-kick bike. Every time, one kick, one kick, one kick. I was so proud of it. It was so perfectly tuned. One kick, boom, it would start every time. Until you're at a bar and there was a crowd around you. Because inevitably, you never see these bikes in the wild. It's kind of like a unicorn. You never see them in the wild. And the one time you see one, you're like, oh my God, that guy kickstarts a bike. That hasn't happened in 50 years. And so everyone's watching. And that one kick bike never, ever kicks over on the first kick. It takes 3 or 4 or 5. Inevitably, it just doesn't work. That's what a live demo is. A live demo is like a kickstart. How about that analogy? So why do I not do live demos? Again, I think I just explained that. How do I get around doing live demos? Screen recording. By the way, Brent Witchell, a former colleague and good friend of mine, taught me this trick years ago. I am stealing it. I stole it already. I use it all the time. And now I'm revealing my secret tricks. Use screen recordings for all your demos. Do not do live demos. Record your demo and then pretend it's live. Your customers and partners and vendors and audience won't even know. Record your demos. So you're showing like how to set settings in something, like whether it's Zoom phone, maybe you're setting the settings in Teams video. I don't care, whatever it is. Record it, and then you can use it over and over and over again and share it with all your colleagues and partners and customers, and then they can view it over and over again. Don't do live demos. All right? Now the next question is, Patrick, what do you do? What do you record your screen with? How do you screen record? What is this cool phenomenon that you're talking about? It's relatively easy. There's 3 tools I use. 3 tools I use. Why do I use 3? I have no idea. I just sometimes use the different tool for different settings. Just like you have different tools for your job. You have multiple hammers if you're a carpenter. Right? You can use one hammer, but where am I coming up with these analogies, by the way? Hammers for a carpenter. All right, first tool, by far, probably the easiest tool, honestly, is Windows, is a Windows-based tool. Full disclosure, I am on Mac right now. Zoom is a Mac shop. Oh, by the way, I didn't know if you knew this or not. I'm a full-time employee of Zoom. I'm a distinguished architect at Zoom. I'm by no means a figurehead of Zoom. I am by no means a spokesman for Zoom. Everything I'm saying really are just my words and my words alone. I just like showing cool technology stuff. And a lot of times it centers around Zoom. Today, a little bit. Today, I'm going to show you how to maybe to record your Zoom meeting or your Teams meeting or just showing a demo. That's the point. How do I record, Patrick? Boom. First one, let's drag this screen over. I don't have a Windows machine. So I have a Windows virtual machine. And here's my Windows virtual machine. And inside this virtual machine, you will see PowerPoint running. Inside PowerPoint, you're going to see I'd started a new slide. Started a new slide right here. And if I go to insert right up here, I'm going to pull this all the way over, insert right there. And then on the very far right side, you're going to see screen recording. And when I hit screen recording, here's what's going to happen. It's going to give me the ability to select an area to record. Just for fun, right? I'm going to move my mouse over. You can see I'm using screen 3 right now, so it's a little smaller. But what I do is I just set this area to record. And I can just set it, boom, right here. I just want to talk about the AFC West, if you're an NFL fan, the AFC West. So I set that area to record, and then I just hit the record button. Boom, done. And in 3 seconds, there's a little countdown, and then I record my meeting, right? Or my demo. I talk about AFC. I talk about the quarterbacks. I'm a big Bronco fan, so I'm really excited Russell Wilson's coming to the team finally. And boom, I'm done recording that section, and I just want to go up here, and it'll just absolutely see live demo. I'm gonna up here. It'll actually ask me to stop the recording, so I hit stop, and boom, that recording is now live inside of a PowerPoint slide. And why is that important? Well, there, boom. If you're doing a presentation, that meeting, that screen recording is now built into your slide deck. You can actually save it if you want to. You can actually copy and paste. All right, let me increase this again. You can actually hit save as, and you can save this meeting as your own. So you can save it as an MPEG file, an MP4 file, and then you can import that and edit it, do whatever you want. Or you can just leave it in your PowerPoint slide and hit play, and boom, that screen recording you just did is right there, already in PowerPoint. You can save that PowerPoint slide deck as a presentation slide deck, and boom, you have a live recording right there. Okay? That's number one. That's one way to do it. That's using, if you're a Windows user, you'd probably use it that way. That's probably the best way, the easiest way for most of us to record our screen. Second way, if you are a Mac user, Shift Alt 5. Now I'm going to get a choice. I can record all these things, screens. I can record windows. I can record programs. I can set my recording area for the full screen. And then I can have some options, right? Some options are like, hey, what hardware do you want to use? Do you want to use your mic? Do you want to use, well, that's probably not what start screen recording. And you want to use your mic. I'm already actually recording right now using this method, so the hardware choice doesn't pop up. But if you don't record, you're going to see the hardware that you want to use, microphone and camera you want to use. And then you hit capture or record. That you can do Shift Alt 4, and that does the screen capture. Shift Alt 5 does a screen recording. Okay? Number three, if you're a Mac or a Windows user, the greatest tool alive that's free is OBS. I've done a few videos on OBS. OBS allows you to do a million different things. One of them is to do a recording of your screen. The one thing you have to do, you have to add two things. If you're going to record a screen, you have to add one, your camera, two, your audio. If you're not recording any noise, then don't worry about it. Add your audio. So I actually added my audio, my microphone. I've actually added a camera. If you don't know how to do that, watch my first video on OBS to see how to add a camera. And then on the right side over here, it says start recording. And what that allows you to do is start recording. It now is recording either a given area or an area you're going to set with the recording action. What happens is it then records this video in MP4 or MKV, depending on what you want to do. And then when you hit stop recording, boom, I'm going to move that over. I'm going to move over OBS. Inside of that recording is now you're going to have a few files. This file literally just happened today at 11:26, and let's play it. and boom, look at that. That recording I just set is right there.
Given area or an area you're going to set.
Boom. All right. 3 different options for recording your screen. PowerPoint, Mac, if you're a Mac, is Shift Alt 5, or OBS, start recording. I'm sure there's a million more. By the way, these are all free. So, I mean, if you're a user of PowerPoint, you bought PowerPoint or you're using it for work, I'm sure that your company provided an E3 or an E5 license. That's part of PowerPoint. You didn't pay for it. You're working. You're doing your job with the Microsoft suite of products. There's probably a bazillion other ways to do this. I only have 3. I only need 3. There might be a million. Do you need a million? I don't know. If you do, go find a million. Then you do your own video on the other 999,997 ways to record a screen. All right. Hope you enjoyed that.